Hey YouTube, how are y'all? Tonight, tonight I'm gonna share a story. Like pretty much a little eye opener testimony slash I don't. Okay, just bear with me. But I know the title's gonna be saying, "How did I know I was different?" And how did I know I was different is when I just couldn't fit in with everybody else. I tried to a little bit, just a little bit, but I just it didn't work out. Just gonna say that I just couldn't get along with nobody, or I didn't do what they did, and they always you know pointed out things like I wasn't fun or I just didn't find fun in certain things that other people found fun to do. Sorry, but but and plus I knew I was different ever since I had a dream. Um, yeah, I had a dream when I was younger, like I was probably 5 or 6 or 7, and sorry, y'all, I get distracted easily. But the Lord pretty much showed me that that I was different, and I can't fit in with everybody else. He showed me that at a young age, a very young age. At first, I didn't understand the dream, but I always kept that dream. I always remember the dream, and I'm like, what does it mean? But let me tell y'all what the dream was about. Like I was basically with a group of friends, and we was at their house. Well, we was at somebody else's house playing in that backyard, and then all of a sudden, like one of the kids like, "Let's go swimming." And I'm like, "Yeah, let's go swimming." And we all went swimming at another kid's house. And then all of a sudden the pool, like, we were swimming in the pool basically. A big old pool. And then the pool turned into a lake. So we were swimming in the lake, and the lake was like pitch dark where you can't even see nothing. It was dark. So we were swimming and swimming, having a good time. I went underwater, came back up, everybody was gone. And I'm like, where'd everybody go? I was just under the water, where are y'all? So I went back under the water. I'm like, I don't see nothing. Like, where'd they go? They all know how to swim, How can they drown? That's the first thought I was thinking about. But they disappeared. I swam down and, swim underwater, try to find people. I couldn't find nobody. I wasn't going any deeper. I was like, let me get back to the top of the surface. So I got on the top of the surface and I'm calling everybody up like, Matthew, you know, Abel. I'm just naming names. I'm not naming actual names, okay? But but then all of a sudden the the lake turned into like a dark red, like almost like blood. And I'm like, I hope nobody's dead. Got killed all of a sudden. But no, I couldn't find nobody. I was like, okay, so I started freaking out. I was like, where is everybody? And then all of a sudden the lake turns to dark red, like blood. I'm like, now I'm all alone by myself in a bloody lake, pretty much. So, the Lord showed me that at a very young age, and basically, it took me a while to figure out what this dream meant, but I always remembered the dream. And, like, pretty much what the dream meant, like, those friends that I was, surrounding myself with, They couldn't go where I go. I'ma always stand out from everybody else. Then on top of that, like, where I'm heading, the direction I'm heading, they can't go with me. You get what I'm saying? And then the lake that turned to the lake itself, the water itself represents God. You hear that all the time. The water represents the Holy Spirit, the God, Jesus, all of that. And then the blood represents the blood of Jesus. I was covered in the blood. I was covered in the blood. And that's what that whole dream basically meant. I'm gonna always stand out. I'm not gonna always fit in. I'm gonna always be different. And I'm one of his chosen people. His chosen ones. That has to do work in the ministry, do work, you know, trying to hard word, sorry y'all. But um pretty much do what he asked me to do until my time is over and I be caught up to heaven. So until my work is done. So I always knew I was different, and people always trying to figure me out, like why am I so different? Why I don't do what they do? I just don't find fun in certain things, and then it's just not entertaining to me like it is to you. And then I just always been that way, and I always like my sister is the same way, but that's a different story. She tried to fit in with other people, and it just never works out. I just like to feel myself, and if you can't, like if your vibe is off, if your vibe is different from my vibe, it's just gonna be off, and I just be like, no. But I know I'm not the only one that felt like that, and I'm not the only one that God has spoken to at a young age, telling them about themselves and letting them know, yeah, you was born to be different. Stop trying to fit in with everybody else. Stop trying, cause I made you different. That's what pretty much what God is saying. I made you different, and that's a good thing. Be different. Be different. It don't matter what anybody have told you and what they said about you. Just let them talk. Just let them talk. Cause God has a purpose for you in your life. You're on this earth for a reason to help somebody else out. Tell your testimony. That's what you're on this earth for. To help somebody else that's going through a rough time. You probably went through the same thing to help somebody else. Tell them how you got through it. So when you're a child of when you are a child of God, sorry, when you are a child of God, you cannot, you just can't fit in, and it's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with you. It is okay. It might be hard at sometimes, and it might be hard at times, and you feel like you are alone, because that's how I exactly felt. I felt like I was alone. Because I really didn't have no friends. Yeah, I had like a few people to talk to here and there, but they wasn't real friends. You get what I'm saying? And it's just, hey, stop messing with my toe. Sorry, my cat is messing with my toe. But it's just, you was born to be different, and I'm gonna end it there. I'm gonna have more testimonies and more little stories to share in the future. Okay, I just know that God told me to, share this with y'all for the people that needs to hear it or the people that just want to listen. That's okay. It might help them too. But y'all have a good night. See y'all later.